Hello students, in this video we will discuss about second order derivative test for local maxima and local minima inside the maxima and minima and some problems based on second order derivative test. So first we discuss what is second order derivative test for local maxima and local minima. The first point is that here this is also called as a log algorithm for finding the local maxima and local minima by using second order derivative test. Let y equal to fx be a given function. Second, find dy over dx equal to f dash x and put dy over dx equal to f dash x equal to 0 for maxima or minima. For maxima or minima, dy over dx or f dash x will be equal to 0. We know that well. All the points of local maxima or local minima, the tangent always will be parallel to x-axis. So for the maxima or minima, we put dy over dx equal to f dash x equal to 0 and find the values of x. Say x equal to x1, x2, x3, etc. When we differentiate the given function with respect to x, we have a polynomial. It may be linear polynomial, it may be quadratic polynomial, it may be cubic polynomial. When we put this polynomial equal to 0, we get a linear equation, quadratic equation or cubic equation and so on. So after solving them, we have the values according to the polynomial which obtained in the differential of fx. Find d2y dx square f double dash x. After this, dy upon dx equal to f dash x. Now we find d2y dx square f double dash x. And then if condition A, f dash x is less than 0 at x equal to x1. Suppose that f dash x less than 0 at x equal to x1, then x equal to x1 is the point of local maxima. Is the point of local maxima. B category, f dash x greater than 0 at x equal to x1. Then x equal to x1 is the point of local minima. This process will be followed by all the values of x. I am repeating again. Y equal to fx be a given function. First we find the differential of y dy over dx or f dash x and put dy over dx or f dash x equal to 0, because at the point of maxima or point of minima dy over dx always will be equal to 0, because the tangent at the point of maxima or minima is parallel to x-axis. And after this we have the different values of x, rename them x1, x2, x3, etc. Now we find the second derivative of y, d2 by dx square equal to f double x, and put the value, first value of x equal to x1 in the second derivative. Sorry, here f double dash x. Okay. If f double dash x less than 0 at the point x equal to x1, then we can say x equal to x1 is the point of local maxima. If f double dash x greater than 0 at x equal to x1, then x equal to x1 is the point of local minima. Similar process apply with x2 and with x3. C point, if f double dash x equal to 0 at x equal to x1. This is the third observation. First, if f double dash x is positive negative, then x has local maxima at x equal to x1. If f double dash x is positive, then fx has maxima minima at fx x equal to x1. But if f double dash x 0 at x equal to x1, then there is no conclusion, and we go through first derivative test. First derivative test. If f double dash x equal to 0 at x equal to x1, then there is no conclusion, and we go through by first derivative test. Similar process apply with x equal to x2, x equal to x3, etc. So this is the algorithm of second order derivative test for local maxima and local minima. Now I am taking problems based on the second order derivative test. The first question is that here, find two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is as large as possible. Find two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is as large as possible. So let numbers are x and 24 minus x, because the sum of the numbers is 24. And here we want to discuss about the product. Also let product p equal to x into 24 minus x, that means 24x minus x square. This is the product function here. Now dp over dx, the first statement, first term of the algorithm of second order derivative test. Find the derivative of p. We have now 24 minus 2x. This is equation number 2, and we take together d2p dx square. Also find the second order here. Again, this is minus 2. These three terms are compulsory for the second order derivative test. First, the required function, second first order derivative, second order derivative. For we want to here large means maximum. For maximum, for maxima, dp over dx will be equal to 0. That means 24 minus 2x equal to 0. 2x equal to 24, x equal to 12. When we put the first order derivative is equal to 0, we find the value of x, and this is x equal to 12. Here, now we check here at x equal to 12. d2p dx square is equal to minus 2. There is no place to put the value of p. This is negative. So p is maximum. So p is maximum at x equal to 12. Here we want to find the two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is large. So at the x equal to 12, the product is large. So numbers are 12 and 12, because we are assuming here x and 24 minus x. Now another question. So that among all positive numbers x and y with x square plus y square equal to a square, the sum x plus y is largest when x equal to y equal to a upon root 2. So we solve this question using the second order derivative test. Since x square plus y square equal to a square, so we have y square equal to a square minus x, or y equal to under root of a square minus x square. We are taking positive sign only because we have to find the all positive numbers. So y equal to, not maybe negative, so y equal to under root a square minus x square. And let the sum x plus y, this is our original function, so denoted by s equal to x plus y here. Okay, this implies that s equal to x plus square root of a square minus x square, y replaced by under root a square minus x square. This is assume as equation A. This is the first original function with us. Now ds over dx, first differential. This is 1 minus 2x upon 2 under root a square minus x square, differential of under root by x a square minus x square. So this is 1 minus x upon under root a square minus x square. 1 minus x upon under root a square minus x square. Assume as equation number 2. For we want to largest, for maximum ds over dx equal to 0. That means 1 minus x upon under root a square minus x square equal to 0. This implies that x upon under root a square minus x square equal to 1. So x square equal to a square minus x square, 2x square equal to a square, x square equal to a square upon 2. That means x equal to a upon root 2. Here we take only positive sign because in the question we have finding the positive numbers only. So x equal to a upon root 2. Okay. Now d2s upon dx square. Now we find second order derivative of s. So dA2s upon dx square equal to 0 minus, apply the quotient rule, 1 into minus 2x upon 2 under root a square, differential of numerator, denominator is the same, minus x into minus 2x upon 2 under root a square minus x square upon whole square of the denominator, that means a square minus x square. So we have here 2 and 2 cancel out, minus a square minus x square, a square minus x square plus x square, a square minus x square plus x square upon a square minus x square whole power 3 by 2, x square cancel out here. So now we have only minus a square upon a square x square whole power 3 by 2, and this is equation number second, so this is equation number third. Okay, first, this is the required given condition. We find y square here after transfer and find the value of y in terms of x. Now our function is, we are want to discuss about the sum. So sum denoted by s equal to x plus y, s is equal to x plus y replaced by under root a square minus x square. Take first derivative of s and put equal to 0. We find the value of x, a upon root 2, and after we find the value of d2s upon dx square, which is minus a square upon a square minus x square 3 upon 2. Now at x equal to a upon root 2, d2s upon dx square, at the point of maxima or minima a upon root 2, what is the concept of d2s dx square? So d2s dx square equal to minus a square upon a square minus a square upon 2 whole power 3 by 2. Clearly this value is negative due to the minus sign. So s is maximum at x equal to under root 2 and y equal to under root a square minus x square. So a square minus a square upon 2 is equal to 2a square minus a square upon 2. This is also a upon root 2. So s equal to x plus y will be maximum at x equal to y equal to a upon root 2. So this is the solution of this problem. So in this type of question, first we set the given condition. In this question, the given condition was x square plus y square equal to a square, and this given condition is help us to find the one variable in the form of second variable. So by using this particular given condition, we can change our most like function converted into the one function form.